Good morning. It's Monday. Happy Monday, people. It's Motivational Monday. How are you? How are you today? I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. It was different from my other weekends. I told you guys I was church hopping because I want a local church, including the church that I go to in the Bronx, but I wanted something local. Anyway, I went to a friend's church in New Haven this weekend, and of course they accompanied me. I had a good time. It was a nice church, but I shouldn't say but. I want a non-denominational church. This was a Pentecost church. And I have nothing against Pentecost. I just know what I want, what I'm looking for. I really want to be in the Bible, mainly. So it's still a journey. So next week, they're going to join me at another church, which is fine. I like the company. I really appreciate the company. So it's Motivational Monday, folks. How are you? Anyway, previously I left off talking to you guys saying it takes our bodies a long time to process meat. Talking about pork, chicken, beef. It takes our bodies like 16 hours to process that. And it takes the body 8 hours to process fish. You know, to pick up the proteins from it and move them throughout the body. Well, I'm going to pick up on that again in a minute. First, let's start with today's affirmation of meditation, okay? Today's affirmation of meditation is, I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. Say it. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. Believe it. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. Be it. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. One more time. I love my body. It is my divine right to be a healthy person. I want you to say this affirmation throughout today and every day for a week, as many times as you need to remember that you are to love your body and that it's your divine right to be a healthy person. Okay? So, it's Motivational Monday. Don't mind me. I'm trying to get it together there. But we're going to do just that. Okay? I had a good weekend. Company was great. And last weekend, just in case those of you who may have missed and didn't realize, but I was sick last weekend. And I couldn't get it together to get an episode out for you guys. I was really that bad. I was like, I was torn down. I was sick. This cold had me in a chokehold. and it was winning. I was ready to tap out, honey. I was ready. But anyway, not that bad. But, not tap out like the end, but like you won, Cole, okay? I had to submit to that call. And then I remembered how big my God was. And when I got on my knees to him and told him, please get this done, get this out of me, here I am. I love you guys. I love you. I miss you and I care. And we need to hear that more often from people, We need to show it more than we say it too. But it's your girl, Janice LaStar Simmons. I am your host of the Brave Stars podcast, and I am a survivor, a breaker of chains, and an advocate against domestic violence. And while I'm bringing that up, I have a phone number for you. It's the hotline to the National Domestic Violence. They'll help you or help a friend if they should need help and need to be removed from a domestically violent situation, okay? The number is 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-SAFE. 1-800-799-7233. That is the phone number for the hotline for domestic violence, okay? Give it to a friend if they need it. Use it if you need it. And if they don't want to take the number, but you see something, if you see something, say something, okay? And we'll leave that right there for you. But I'm not here to talk to you about domestic violence today. I'm here to talk to you about health. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about high blood pressure and sugar diabetes. And I want to say that this is something that it's a generational curse that I am fighting within my family, beginning with me, okay? I want to be free of high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes because I've been fighting this thing for a while. Now, when I was younger, I've always watched my dad take insulin, and they didn't have the pills for him. They had the injection. He had to take the injection. And I remember thinking to myself that I didn't want to do that. I don't want to have to ever do that, take a needle like that in my stomach. I didn't want to have to do that. Sure, they came out with pills and more convenient ways for people to take it, but I don't want medications. I don't want to be full of meds. So my goal back then and now was to prevent myself from having to do that. And in order to do that, we have to eat healthier. Okay? So I didn't know the things I know now. I didn't know them back then. And I had a nurse tell me when I was pregnant with my first child, and I had obtained gestational diabetes. She told me that I was guaranteed to have full-blown sugar diabetes by the time I was 35 years old. What are you saying to me? I'm not trying to have sugar diabetes. Is there a way to prevent that? She didn't give me one, but I had to look into that. And I found out that what we eat over years of time is what causes the body ailments, because man thinks that he knows more than God, and he wants to improve what God put here for us. In him improving things, he's adding chemicals, okay, to our foods. He's creating different types of foods. They're making different types of sweeteners to make stuff that's sweet already, make them sweeter. But anyway, you already know what's going on with the food in the world. You already know that. The sprays, if you can, eat organic. If you can't afford to buy a lot of organic, start slow. But I guarantee you one thing, when you do buy something organic, it lasts much longer than the stuff that you bought that wasn't organic, okay? Try it. You don't have to believe me. Try it. Anyway, it's Motivational Monday. Like I was saying, right? So I watched my father take insulin, and I didn't want to do that. I also knew that he had told me the foods he couldn't have. He couldn't have a lot of carbohydrates, carbs. He couldn't have a lot of sugars. Everything was supposed to be limited. So I grew up eating knowing that if I'm having big macaroni and cheese tonight and cornbread, then I'm not going to have bread for breakfast or rice or starchy cereal. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things I was going to skip and not eat that day and leave my carbs for once in the day, you know, and I've lived like that. Like, I've always monitored my carbohydrates, and it could be the reason that I don't have sugar diabetes today. But what I do suffer from is high blood pressure. So from the beginning of being diagnosed with high blood pressure, they put me on, what was it? First it was 10 milligrams, then they went up to 20 milligrams. And the medication wasn't too good for me. It was making me lightheaded. They didn't give me lisinopril in the beginning. They gave me something else. I can't pronounce it. I just learned to pronounce lisinopril. But they gave me something else, and it made me lightheaded. I was with a friend, and I was shopping, food shopping, and almost passed out in the grocery store. And I had just started the medication. So they changed it to the lisinopril. Not that I'm giving you a history on medications. What I want you to know, that if you're taking a medication that disagrees with your body or with you or makeup, you know, it disagrees with you, you have any kind of side effects, you do not have to continue taking that medicine. To talk to your doctor and get them to give you a different dosage or a different prescription, because they have many different types. We are their guinea pigs. I hate to say that, but we are their guinea pigs. They turn around, they come up with a new medicine, they give it to us immediately and take the other one, not off the market, but they give us the new version to see how many side effects, and they take notes. You know, if you don't report it and you just deal with the side effects, I don't know what to say other than that's on you. You don't have to do that to yourself. Don't suffer more than you have to. First of all, most medications have some kind of long-term side effect anyway. So what you want to do is let them know about these short-term side effects. Let them know, oh, my headache, my head has been hurting since I've been taking this medication. Or my lips have been swollen since I've been taking this medication. You know, whatever the side effect, report it immediately and let them get you another prescription. I do have to give you this disclosure. I am not a doctor. I'm not here to talk to you about getting rid of your doctor. I'm just here to talk to you about the healthy journey, trying to be healthy, so that my goal for it is, say, reversing my high blood pressure and getting off of medications. I don't want to take medication for the rest of my life. I don't. I'd rather eat healthier. I'd rather experiment with my meals than experiment with medications that'll shut down my kidneys or mess up my liver. You know what I'm saying? So my foods that I experiment with are healthy foods, foods that God has grown, vegetables, fruits, meat. I like seafood. I should say fish and seafood. That's what I eat. I do every now and then. I have me some chicken. I had turkey for Thanksgiving. Yes, I did. I had me some turkey. They had fish also, but I wanted me some turkey for Thanksgiving. I don't do it on the regular because meats have a lot of sodium in them. Well, more sodium than fish. And they also, our body takes much longer to digest those meats. Our stomach has to process it, pull what it needs from it. Our cells carry those vitamins and iron and whatever it needs and brings it throughout our body. Now, in order for your cells to function properly, you have to drink enough water. So, like I was saying before, or like I keep saying to everybody, you should be drinking half of your body weight in fluid ounces of water on the daily basis. So if you weigh 110 pounds, you're going to be drinking 55 fluid ounces of water on the daily basis. Many of us weigh more than 110 pounds, so it's much more water that we have to drink, but half of our number of our body weight. What you're gonna do is, while you're drinking, my girl boss badge, what you're gonna do is, you're going to get yourself up to drinking that amount of water. Now, some of you can do it in a couple of days and get to that amount. Just remember, the earlier you start, the sooner you can stop, with drinking it for the day. Because you want to stop at least 2 hours prior to your bedtime. For whatever time that is in a day, stop drinking that water 2 hours prior to that, so that you can, by bedtime, you've gotten all of that water out of your system. You don't want to be sleeping and you have to keep jumping up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, because you still have to release that water. But the water helps your cells perform their job properly. And I just love talking to you guys. And when I know something, I want to share that with you guys. So again, you're going to eat vegetables. You're going to eat your green vegetables. You're going to eat green leafy vegetables. Green vegetables include peas, string beans, broccoli, green beans. What else? Green leafy vegetables, Brussels sprouts, mustard greens, collard greens, Yale, lettuce, any type, romaine, regular head of lettuce, any type of lettuce, spinach, and you can eat it raw or cooked, however you like your spinach. I eat it raw sometimes. Because I make salads with it. I eat it in my eggs and spinach, with cheese and mushrooms when I have mushrooms, fresh mushrooms, fresh grown. I got this farm I found. But anyway, I experiment with foods, and I've been adding to that experiment more healthier things. I've added sea moss. It's not a vegetable, but it is something healthy for your system. So I've added sea moss. My brother told me about that. How to make it. I buy it raw, soak it in, then I put a bottle of water in the blender and the sea moss, and I put mangoes in it, strawberries. It depends on what I'm feeling, to make it fruity and sweeter. But, and I eat some of it in the morning. It's like 3 full tablespoons. I'll have it in the morning. I didn't have it yet because I didn't bring a spoon down here with me. But I'll have it in the morning. 3 tablespoons in the morning, he said, and 3 tablespoons at night. And it's just more healthier stuff that I'm adding to my lifestyle, because my health journey means a lot to me. I want to be completely healthy. I want them to take me off of medication. That's my goal. So I'm not sure what your goal may be. I want the doctor to take me off, not me to take me off, just so we're clear on that. But I'm not sure what your goal may be. Maybe you just want to lose a little weight. I want to be off of medication because I want to be free from high blood pressure. So as far as sugars go, the only sugars I take in are from fruits or from grade A maple syrup, because if I want to sweeten something, I use that to sweeten it. And I'm just trying to be my healthy self, my girl boss. I keep hitting it with my shoulder. Not my shoulder, my elbow. I keep hitting it with my elbow. Anyway, get those vegetables in. Fruits, you can eat. There's many fruits that you can eat. Bananas are good for you. Bananas actually help lower your blood pressure. And watermelon is a sweet, naturally sweet fruit. It's actually seasonal, in case you don't know. But it's a lot of water in watermelon also. So that's a good thing. Keeps you hydrated in the summertime. It's a good fruit to eat in the summer. And peaches, plums, grapes, Strawberries are wonderful. Strawberries actually have very minimal calories, so you can eat quite a bit of those, but they do have a lot of sugar, so you have to watch that part. You won't gain weight, but the sugar intake isn't too good, so you don't want to have too many of them. There's the blueberries. Blueberries, you can eat those, they said, without gaining weight and without feeling guilty, because there's not a lot of sugars in blueberries. I happen to add blueberries to my salad sometimes. Strawberries, I'll use the spinach leaves. I'll use strawberries, cut it up. Blueberries, I don't cut those. Put some sunflower seeds, unsalted sunflower seeds. You can buy them in the supermarket, a jar like unsalted, and sprinkle that in there. Gives your salad a little bit of crunch. And then use that onion vinaigrette dressing, salad dressing. You know, it's delicious, child. It's delicious. You made yourself a fruit salad like that. Oh, and I also put dried cranberries in there. Sprinkle them in. They look like raisins, but they're cranberries. Sprinkle that in there. What? Talking about a treat? When I want something sweet, let me get me my little fruit salad going and make that up real quick. But anyway, it's Motivational Monday. That's right. I want you guys to start looking forward to Mondays, because we're going to do our Mondays together. And I want all of you to know that I miss you, I love you, and I care. And I got my newbies who are just now getting involved with trying to get all their water in. They're trying to get their vegetables in and eat their vegetables. Did you know people grow up without eating vegetables? Not liking vegetables. That is just so wild, because my family didn't let you have a meal without vegetables. That's how we grew up. But you know, everybody's different. Everybody's different. It's the healthy thing that you want to do. New mothers, new parents, make sure your children are eating their vegetables, okay? Start them young so that they don't have to worry about so many health issues later on in life, you know? And get yours in too. Get your vegetables in. Eat those vegetables. You want to lower your blood pressure because it's extremely high? Get you some beets. Beetroot, get you some beets in your house, and this way, when you take a measure, your blood pressure measure, if it's high, you can have some beets. I'm talking about throughout one day to lower it. Have yourself some beets, eat a banana. If you have chocolate, it has to be the dark chocolate, cocoa, right? And it has to be at least 70% cocoa in it. Eat a piece or two of that chocolate, and bring your pressure down, okay? Pomegranate, that's good also to help in lowering your blood pressure. But you don't want to eat too many things. Pomegranate is kind of sweet. It's a tart sweet, but that helps. It does help. So I'm just telling you right now things that would help you in lowering your blood pressure today if you need it to lower. These are things that you keep around your house normally. And if you don't keep bananas in your house, start keeping bananas in your house. Make yourself a little shopping list. Get you some bananas, get you some beetroot, get yourself some dark cocoa chocolate, 70% cocoa. It'll tell you on the box, 70% cocoa. Get you some of that. Don't go eating all of it. Keep it in the freezer. You could pop off a little piece or two. You could do 2 pieces. It's not sweet at all. So don't think you're going to go ahead and solve your sweet tooth. No, what you're doing is lowering your pressure. And you have some pomegranate. These things will help in lowering your blood pressure immediately, especially the beetroot. Beetroot and banana. I've done it. I'm telling you, because from experience, you know, I've done it. So keep it in your house. Have these things in your house at your fingertips so you can lower that pressure naturally. The medications don't, well, I'm not going to say they don't work. The medication works to lower your blood pressure, but not naturally. It tricks your body into thinking your pressure has been lowered, and you still have all the other symptoms. You know what I mean? So you want to, I don't like medication. I want to be healthy. I want to be just me and my foods. You know, you got to get active. You got to exercise, walk do at least 5,000 steps per day of walking, okay? Get yourself active. And this helps with your heart rate. It helps your cells. It helps your body digest the foods. And if you can add in intermittent fasting, that would be great. I'm not going to knock you guys out the way I do it, but if you can do, say, start you out with a 12-hour window. You eat for 12 hours, you don't eat for 12 hours, okay? Do that. Do that. You want to get it to where you eat 6 hours only, not 6, I'm not going to tell you that. You eat 8 hours only, and then you don't eat for 16 hours. 16 hours not eating means that you get to digest all the food you ate throughout the day. Yesterday, actually. You get to digest those foods completely before you add more food into your system. And this way your cells can get most of the work done from yesterday's meal. You get to release it from your body. You know, try it. Eat only 8 hours. Set you an alarm if you can set you an alarm. Or download one of them apps for intermittent fasting. Use the free version. You don't have to pay for it, you know. You only pay for it if you want them to give you recipes and all types of things, you know. You don't need all of that. Just download the app. It'll help you. Also with the walking, so you can monitor your steps. A podometer app is Steps. It's TEPZ. You can download that. Use the free version of it. I'm trying to help you out here, you know. I'm trying to help you out. Download it. Use it. It'll count your steps. It'll use your phone to count your steps if you have your phone with you, you know. And just to become a healthier, better version of yourself. And always keep in mind, you're not competing with anybody else. You're only competing with yourself. And you want to do better today than you did yesterday. So if we're starting today, if you're starting today, today is the very first time you are starting to try and get your steps in and drink your water and all of that, that's fine. You keep tabs and keep a mental note if you're not writing things down. Keep tabs on where you are today and make sure tomorrow that you do better than you did yesterday. That's all. And you are listening to the Brave Stars podcast. You can catch me on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Pods, or Good Pods rather, from Google. And you can watch me on YouTube. I air live on Mondays, okay? Motivational Mondays. I just love talking to you guys. But I will catch you next week. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, everybody. Have a blessed day.